Carrie Sherburne, Senior Editor with TheyThink.com, and I'm here with Jerry Young, who's the IS and IT Manager at Johnson Anderson. How are you today?
Good. And you?
Good. And maybe you could start by just giving us a little background on your business. You're in Minnesota, and if you could talk about what you do and how many people you have and that kind of thing.
Well, I'm the IT Manager for Johnson Anderson. We basically have 95 employees. We're a flat sheet convert company which specializes in envelopes.
Okay.
For about the last 5 years, we've gotten into converting, so we offer a full wide range of products and support for customers.
And mostly envelopes then?
Mostly envelopes. That's our primary business that we grew on. We've been around for a little more than 21 years now. We're really known for one is our quality of product, and two, our fast turnaround times that we offer customers.
And so I understand that you've really have built yourself kind of an end-to-end digital workflow in terms of the ability to manage the business, starting with digital storefront.
Really, it starts with that. We started with digital storefront approximately 3 years ago, and we have both a business-to-business digital storefront and then also a retail application that anyone can buy from.
Okay.
And from there, we can offer a full wide variety of products and services to customers. But more importantly, the first stop is our business-to-business customers. It makes it easier for them to order products, quick and simple, but it also integrates into Monarch seamlessly, which that's what we were looking for, is a seamless portion of that integration.
Right. So in terms of let me go back to digital storefront for a minute. So if I'm a consumer coming in, you have a certain set of envelopes, stock or product line or SKUs.
Pretty
or
much. So our retail customers that we offer on the web itself, we offer a variety of business cards, letterheads, all shapes and sizes of letterhead, business cards, envelopes, more importantly, because that's our main thing. But then we also offer people to upload their own artwork and specify specialty items. If they have special artwork, yes, they can load it into a predefined template, and from there they can pick and choose their paper sizes, their types of paper, and then order it of that nature. So we try to cover all of the areas. From the end designer that designs envelopes, they can load it up, or an individual that maybe wants to do a small business envelopes for themselves. They can load their artwork up and then actually put in their name and address and submit that and see the price and select the papers that they want
and
at that
pay.
time.
Of course.
And pay up front, yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah. And then on the B2B side, would they have a catalog of things that they could probably do ad hoc orders as well as catalog orders?
Our business to business is really focused upon individual customers that we have that would be a great fit for them and also Johnson Anderson. But more importantly, our customers have come to us and said, we'd like a storefront, a presence on.
Okay.
So what we end up doing is we'll meet with the customer several times, and from there we'll lay out what things we need from that customer in order to build them a digital storefront. But more importantly, it's branded to them. It is their storefront. Right. It's not Johnson Anderson's. We have their logos, their colors on there, and then we put on there all of their products that they would order.
Okay.
So when they go out there and log in, they only see their products, what they've requested, their pricing on there, so it makes it quick and simple for an individual customer to order. And they can have branches all over the country, which makes it even simpler. The other thing that they like about that ability is they can see inventory levels on their product. They can say, oh, we've got 30,000 envelopes, we need to order 40, then the system will automatically back order 10,000 envelopes. So they can see that. Reorders are even simpler. So they can click basically 3 times, 4 times on the products. They've already checked out. They paid for it. How simpler can you get than that?
Yeah, and then from a production perspective, if you're pulling it out of inventory or if it requires you to produce new materials, that information then flows directly from digital storefront into your Monarch system.
Yes, it does. And once it gets to Monarch, there's a couple more entries that we have to make in order to get it into our PrintFlow scheduling program, but that just, there again, it saves time and energy and money on our side in order, because we don't have to recreate the job for one.
Exactly.
And two, by several additional entries, we can have it into the scheduling program. They can schedule it on whatever manufacturing piece of machinery that we've got, and the turn time's quicker. So it is a complete seamless integration, except for going from PrintFlow, from Monarch to PrintFlow, you still have additional work to do on it. but it's a lot simpler doing it that way.
That way.
And it makes it easier on the customer because we already have their proofs in stock. This is what we're selling. This is the pictures that we've got. So when it does go from Digital Storefront to Monarch, their artwork is already sent there. So no longer do we have to fax back and forth and get okay on proofs.
Yeah.
It's already there
It's
for
already
them.
there. And then they can sort of see statuses.
They can. They can go back in on the system, look at their order that they placed, and see the status of the order. If it's in production, if it's been shipped. Once they ship it, they automatically get a electronic receipt, electronic email stating, here's your tracking number, it's been shipped to you. And then once it's been shipped, we'll actually bill the customer and we'll send them electronic receipt.
And for a typical B2B order, do you have some metrics or quantification about what this has saved? Like before Digital Storefront and Monarch, it took X amount of time, and now it takes Y amount of time.
Well, what we've really looked at hard, and that is cost savings. What does it cost to produce a ticket normal versus producing it from Digital Storefront? And we've actually come up from savings right now. It normally takes about $110 to $120 to produce one job ticket, but using a Digital Storefront, we've gotten it down to about $63.
Wow.
We're even working even harder to get it down to $30, $35. So you see the cost savings for us that we can incur. Even though we've made it simpler for the end customer, it saves us time and money and streamlining the
And then
operations.
at the back end on shipping, that's another big area where you can save, right? Because you don't have to rekey the data.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
We've got it to, once it goes into shipping, when they go into our shipping system, we've got it to where it's integrated to UPS and Federal Express. It automatically brings in their name, address, city, state, zip, their email address. So based upon that, all they do is have to weigh it and say, yep, we're going to ship it like this. That's it. And they put a label on it, it's out the door.
That's great.
So automation, we've got it as well automated as the systems allow us to, but we're always looking for new technology to complete that task.
Yeah, and recently EFI acquired SmartStream, and that has some warehouse and fulfillment capabilities. Is that something you're looking at?
And we're not using that currently right now. Is it something that we're looking? We're always looking at new technology that EFI has to offer. Is it a good fit for Johnson Anderson? That's to be determined. And a lot of it has to do with cost too.
Sure.
It's got to save us a lot of money in a long haul versus in a short term, because you can't quantify it if it's a short term, because some of the expenses are very expensive up front.
Right.
And implementation is sometimes very strenuous too.
Right. Now, before Monarch, did you have a MIS?
We had another MIS system prior to that. We basically were on that for about 4 years. But
You just
due to
kinda outgrew it.
limitations, well, that vendor wasn't continuing development like EFI was. We looked at EFI and other packages for a complete package. And they basically offered the complete package. But more importantly, they were looking at doing more development in the future. What we were concerned with, instead of, okay, we buy this package, we do the conversion, but there's no more enhancements ever. And that's a huge portion of it. And EFI is continually improving their products to make them better. And more importantly, the Hagen user group also can submit corrections, additions, and they do listen to them.
Yeah.
So, and that's important too, that they are indeed listening to the users.
That's terrific. Well, that's really good to hear, because it always amazes me how few companies really have implemented MIS, and I don't know how you can run a business without it. You can't.
Not this day.
Yeah.
And that's why we're looking at more in the future of the Digital Storefront and the seamless integration to Monarch, because that's where the business trend and business is going. If you're not, you're going to fall behind. And we first started this basically 4 years ago, and we really were behind the curve. But now we're not. We're probably one of the more advanced users on the Digital Storefronts because of all the XMPie products and non-static products that we use than any other user. And
That's
for pure number of products that we have on the site, no one can touch those.
That's terrific. Well, that's a really great story. Thank you for sharing
Thank
it.
you.